Joints. Junction between two bones is called joint. There are three types of joints: fibrous joint, cartilaginous joint, synovial joint. Bones joined by fibrous content is known as fibrous joint. Bones joined by cartilage is known as cartilaginous joint. Bones joined by synovial fluid is known as synovial joint. Fibrous joint is immovable. Cartilaginous joint is partially movable. Synovial joint is fully mobile. Now, getting to fibrous joint. Fibrous joint. There are three types: sutures, syndesmosis, gomphosis. Sutures. Sutures. Sutures are again of different types. The first one is plain suture. Example is intranasal surface. Example is intranasal surface. And the second one is squamous suture. Example is temporoparietal suture. Temporal parietal suture. This is the suture will be lying here. The third one is serrated suture. Example is interparietal suture. The fourth one is dentate suture. Example is lambdoid suture. The fifth one is wedge and groove suture. Sphenoid bone is like wedge shaped and the groove is wormed. This is also known as syndialysis. Now we are done with sutures. Now we are going to syndesmosis. Syndesmosis is found between middle radioulnar joint between and also between tibia fibula. There is interosseous membrane. Inferior tibiofibular joint is also example of syndesmosis. This is the example of syndesmosis. This is radius, this is ulna, this is tibia, this is fibula, and there is interosseous membrane in between. This is example of syndesmosis. That is known as syndesmosis. The interosseous membrane between middle radioulnar joint and inferior tibiofibular joint is example of syndesmosis. Gomphosis, found in gums. Now we are done with fibrous joint. These are immovable. Now we are done with fibrous joint. In all the types of fibrous joint, we can remember them by mnemonic SSG: suture, syndesmosis, gomphosis. Now we are going to cartilaginous joint. Cartilage is also known as chondro. Types of cartilaginous joint. There are two types: primary, secondary. Primary cartilaginous joint. There are two types of cartilaginous joints: primary, secondary. Primary cartilaginous joint is known as synostosis, synchondrosis. Secondary cartilaginous joint is at the midline of body. It is present in symphysis pubis, intervertebral disc, manubriosternal joint, xiphisternal joint, sacrococcygeal joint. Coming to primary cartilaginous joint. Primary cartilaginous joint, the example is synostosis, synchondrosis. Now, this is normal bone structure. The middle part is known as diaphysis. The growing part is known as this is growth plate of cartilage. This is the growing part, and next to this is called metaphysis, and the bony part is known as the bony part above the growth plate is known as epiphysis. And coming to synovial joint. Synovial joint, this is one bone and this is second bone. It is filled with fibrous capsule. Inside it there is synovial fluid, and fibrous capsule has mesothelium, and the second bone has both the bone is covered with hyaline cartilage. Synovial joint is again of different types. The first one is ball and socket joint. Examples are shoulder joint, hip joint, incudostapedial joint, talocalcaneo-navicular joint. The mnemonic is SHIT. Shoulder joint, hip joint, incudostapedial joint, talocalcaneo-navicular joint. The second one is plain synovial joint. The mnemonic is Picasso. Patellofemoral joint, functionally intercarpal and intertarsal joint, costovertebral and costotransverse joint, acromioclavicular joint, superior tibiofibular joint. Ignore that O. And the third one is hinge joint. The examples are interphalangeal joint, elbow joint, ankle joint. You can remember this by the mnemonic IA. I for interphalangeal joint, E for elbow joint, A for ankle joint. The fourth one is ellipsoid. Ellipsoid multi-axial joint. It's a multi-axial joint. The examples are metacarpophalangeal joint, wrist joint. The fifth one is saddle joint. The examples are PICS, patellofemoral, incudomalleolar, carpometacarpal, sternoclavicular joint. The sixth one is pivot joint, C1, C2. Atlantoaxial joint is example of pivot joint. The seventh one is condylar joint. This is